Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at what messages you need to receive from your future self. And especially for this video, the future self is 5 years from now. Okay, so once again, because this is a timeless reading and each person may find it at a different point of time in their lives, 5 years is the term. Yeah, once again, you can make your choice on the basis of the feathers, or you can make a choice according to the images, and if not, you can of course choose according to these ice cream sticks. I'll give you some time and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. Now, first of all, for you, pile 1, your future self is here to tell you, when it comes to your life, don't try to do everything on your own. Even though you may feel like you're the only person who's capable of handling things, or maybe there's nobody else who can understand the things that you want to do the way you want to, please delegate matters. Okay, ask for help. Don't feel like you're going to be becoming a lesser person if you ask for help, because people are available to help you. Sometimes you feel like you're the strongest person ever and people hesitate to ask you for help. So when you need that help and assistance, please ask for it. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that when it comes to love, try and understand the other person's love language. Whoever this person is, this person can be somebody from your family or somebody you are in a relationship with. Yeah, and when you meet the other person's need for love, and when you make the other person understand it, okay, this is the way I like to be cared for, and this is the way I like to receive love, your relationships will automatically become better. So get to know the people in your life. See, sometimes we feel like even the people we are with for a very long time, we feel like they know us, but they really don't. Yeah, because they don't understand our love language. So if you want to receive love in a better manner and give love in a better manner, get to know the love languages of people in your life. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that the life that you're living right now and the life that you're going to be living 5 years from now is extremely different. Yeah, and once again, your future self is also here to tell you that maybe you're looking at only one dimension of your life and you're not looking at the whole picture. So the message is, can you please look at the bigger picture of life? Bigger picture, expand your worldview is something your future self is also tell you. Because once you expand your worldview, automatically your life changes and it goes into the way it is supposed to be going. Now, your future self is here to tell you, have a goal, have a plan, and remember, when you set course on something, don't change your course midway. So if you decide, okay, this is what I want, stick to it and make it happen. Yeah, don't second guess yourself, because that ability of yours to second guess actually stops you from reaching your destination in more ways than one. So set your course and go about achieving it, and that is how you will reach your milestones in life, by not giving up, by appreciating things and looking at things from bigger perspective, and again getting where you're supposed to be getting in life. But remember, if you stick to the course, you will hit your milestones, whichever it is that you are going to be achieving. Now, your future self is also here to tell you, before anybody else, learn to love yourself. Yeah, because sometimes what happens for you is you seek love outside, even the love that you're supposed to be getting from within. Yeah, so the angel of love learns to love himself or herself first, to find love within before seeking it outside. Yeah, your future self is also here to tell you, don't try to do anything too different, too massively different, because you're supposed to be doing things that are right, that have been done always, and that have almost been followed by generations before you, because you are supposed to be living by the book. Yeah, and maybe right now wherever you are, you don't see that for yourself. You're trying to do something that is too different. Yeah, please follow the rules is the message for you. Now, your future self is also here to tell you, please learn to be still. Yeah, if you are the kind of person who's constantly on the go, you need to relax. Shavasana has to be like your go-to thing for you. So please learn to remain still in all areas of your life, sometimes at least. Now, one thing that is very important for you is your own purification, and purification for you is the purification of your body, mind, and soul. And then during the time of stillness, you have to ask yourself, how can I help purify my mind? Yeah, and mind is all about the thoughts you hold about other people. When it comes to your body, you have to ask yourself, what can I do to make my body space better? Detoxification is something that you need to get into. So this can be via food or by detoxifying juices. But detoxifying has to be a part of your routine and also of your soul, by making sure that you're involved in meditation. Yeah, because purification of the soul is always through meditation and chanting. So two things together will help you purify. And see, when you purify yourself inside and out, automatically the energy for your life will shift, and automatically your future self will benefit from it. So take care of all of these areas, okay? Body, mind, and soul. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that you always have good intentions. You always have goals, but you sometimes fall short on acting on it. So it's not about how foolproof your planning is, it's all about how dedicated you are to achieving it. How clearly intentioned you are towards achieving it. Because remember, your future self is here to tell you, if you don't surrender to the goal that you hold, you're just deluding yourself. Yeah, so don't delude yourself. Any plans need to be put into action. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that please look at things from all perspectives. You are not always right is something that your future self is here to tell you. And remember this is a message from your future self. And if it is a message from your future self knows better. And I feel like there are going to be some regrets along the line if you today don't take the time to look at things from other person's perspective. So value people in your life. Value different perspectives is also a message from your future self. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that right now in your life, if you're just focusing on your career or you're just focusing on your finances and not on your love life, once again on your relationships, you will regret it at a later point of time. Yeah, so please don't run behind your work so much. Don't run behind money so much that you don't make time for love, finding love, receiving love, and your family. Yeah, so please make sure your life is in alignment in all ways and not just one. Okay, and your future self is also here to tell you that you are supposed to be a Samaritan, somebody who makes a difference in society, somebody who highlights and works on the causes of people who don't have anybody to highlight their causes. So once again, working for shelters, animal shelters, old age home, orphanages, doing something for these kind of people, because your future self is telling you, start today. You don't have to wait for yourself to have this amount of money to make a difference. Your involvement in itself, maybe by using social media, maybe by actually putting in that effort to work in, that will be enough. But start today. Because becoming a Samaritan is actually a huge part of your life purpose. Yeah. Now once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be shuffling on camera to get some extra messages for you from your future self, because you guys like it a lot. The past is over, let your true self step forward. So your future self is basically here to tell you that if you repeat the story of your past in your mind constantly, you are doing yourself the biggest disservice, because then you cannot pay attention on your present and you then cannot have a good future for yourself. So whatever happened in your past, disconnect from it. Put an end to it, forgive it, finish it, and move as a free human being into your future. Remember, one of the messages from your future self is purify yourself, purify your thoughts, and purify your thoughts from what happened in the past. Okay, disconnect from the victim mentality and be here and always with willing hands and heart. So remember, when somebody else needs your help, you feel like, they really need you to be there for them, be there for them. And with a heart that is available to serve. Yeah, no, not like, okay, I'm going to be there for this person just because I have to, or I have to do my job. That is not how it is. Be there because it is something that you want to do. Yeah, be available for other people. You will find what you need in the wisdom of your heritage. So once again, your future self is telling you, don't let go of your roots, your ancestry, your heritage, because once again, you had the rule of buy the book. So you're supposed to be following the rules of not only your life, but the life of generations before you. Maybe you need to adopt a part of their lifestyle, or you need to adopt a part of, their heritage. Something that they did, you need to carry forward in the future. And be ready, the best is on its way. So once again, the future self already told you that the life that you're living 5 years from now and the life that you're living right now is so different that you're going to be very surprised with it. Yeah, and it is the best version of you, and the best life that you've ever imagined and you've not even imagined that you're going to be finding 5 years from now. Yeah, be ready, the best is on its way. And show appreciation and joy, and all happiness shall follow. So gratitude is important. So if you are sometimes ungrateful for the things that you have in your life, maybe because you're dwelling on your past too much, don't do that. Every moment is important. So show appreciation and joy and happiness for every moment. Live mindfully. Yeah, that's a message from your future self. So you'll have lived every moment, and you're worth what you desire. So your future self is here to tell you, if you have certain desires in your heart, you need to know that you're worthy of it. And when you find yourself worthy of it, you will find it in your future. Because remember, first of all, the life that you're living right now and the life that you're living in the future is massively different. So then your job is to just know that you deserve all the best things in the world. Yeah, those are the messages for you from your future self. And as always, I'm going to be giving you a couple of messages from your tea leaf cards. Let's see what your future self is here to tell you. You are highly thought of. So once again, in the future, you are going to be very, very respected. Yeah, people are really going to respect you because you would have achieved something, is what I'm getting. Or doing something risky, taking a chance. So once again, your future self is here to tell you, take a chance. Do something risky. Put your heart out there. Okay? Because if you're just going to be doing things that are safe, you'll not live a life that you're destined to live. Strive towards greatness is a message from you. Yeah. Once again, your relationship with an older man is going to be very important. Yeah. And remember, since this is a message from your future self, I feel like this is going to be somebody that you'll meet in the future, in your journey. You've not met this person as of now, is what I'm really getting here. And peace and harmony. So once again, your future self is here to tell you, make time for peace. And once again, that is like by being still, by inviting peace in your life, by inviting harmony in your life. Yeah, that is a message for you. And pay attention to your health. Remember, this is a message from your future self. So if you're not taking care of your body, please start doing that. Yeah. And your future self is also here to tell you, take a vacation physically or mentally. Now, your future self is basically telling you, if you have a tendency to go on a holiday, but even if you are on a holiday, you're still working, that is not called a holiday. Yeah, that is called, working like remotely or digitally. So when you're disconnecting, disconnect. That is a message from your future self. And good advice from a wise friend. So once again, your future self is telling you, in your life, you will constantly receive advice, and you will receive advice from people who are wise. And their advice will help you and make you into a person who is respected. So once again, pay attention to people from your heritage, older people from your family. Yeah, because listening to them will really, really help you. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. And as always, as I wrap this up, I want to leave you with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you selected pile 2, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. Alright, let's start with your messages. Your future self is basically here to tell you, pile 2, please make sure to go outdoors and live a full life, okay? Especially if you are a homebody or your home is like the safest place that you feel for yourself. Do not do that. Please go outside because fresh air does wonders. Fresh air changes our perspective towards things. Yeah, and fresh air introduces us to parts of ourselves that we don't know. Especially if you have a tendency to go out on a walk, nature walk, you'll realize when you come back you're a different person. And which is why your future self is here to tell you, please go outside. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that no matter what, choose love. Yeah, and remember, we always get a choice with love, whether to love or not, whether to give hate to another person or to give love to them. Choose love every single time, because you have to increase your vibration as a human being, and hate is a low vibrational energy. And when you don't forgive somebody, you just take away from yourself. Your future self is also here to tell you, pay attention to the little things, because it is the little things that become big things later on. So if you're just looking at something and being like, oh, I'll take care of this tomorrow. I have to study, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I have to finish this project, but I will do this tomorrow. These postponing things and not paying attention to these minute things today will really, really come back to haunt you. So please make sure you're paying attention to the little things. Your future self is telling you, in the upcoming time, you will probably walk into territories that are not familiar to you. You'll probably be taken to areas that you're like, not in your comfort zone basically. But that is where life starts for you. So when you're walking the path that is unknown, know that you're there for a reason. And you're brought there for a reason because your soul is supposed to learn something out there. See, nothing in your life, pile 2, happens by chance. If something is happening, it has a higher purpose behind it. Now, your destiny, pile 2, is actually bigger than yourself, okay? Like probably you're being trained for something in this lifetime. It's like you're meant to serve humanity in some capacity. And when you are entrusted with a task of this nature, then obviously you need to, really pay attention to the little things happening in your life. And please make sure you examine your thoughts and emotions at all point of time. Because for you, what happens is, the messages that you receive internally are actually guidance system from the universe. It's like, somebody up there is like giving you messages constantly. And don't ignore them. If you get a message that, oh, maybe I should really pay attention to this, pay attention to that. Because it's like all connected to the higher purpose that you're supposed to be serving in your life. And remember, this is a message from your future self. So maybe because you're not doing that today, your future self is like, please do this. Follow your intuition, follow that guidance that is running so strong within you. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that you are going to be finding a community very, very soon in the future. And this community will bring you joy. This community will bring you happiness. And this community will make you feel like you truly belong. Yeah? It's like you're finally finding people who speak your language, who speak your love language. In some cases, this could also be family for a couple of you. Like you probably marry into a community or you marry into a family where you feel like you belong, you truly, truly belong. And you're cared for. Yeah, you're going to be finding these set of people very, very soon. Yeah, before 5 years for sure. Now, your future self is also here to tell you, please have a routine for yourself. Some kind of routine, especially around your work and especially around taking care of other responsibilities for yourself. Don't do things in a haphazard manner. Because you need to have time for everything and especially for your spiritual life. Because if you're meant for the world, you need to take the energy required to serve the world. And that kind of energy, the energy that you need, comes only from universe, comes from God directly. So I will not suggest meditation for you entirely, but just some time to just connect with divinity. Close your eyes and just close your eyes and be at peace. And let the universe do its job, because that is where you receive that energy upgrade for you. And for that, you need to have like some kind of routine around things. Only when you have a routine that you can give time to everything. Okay, that is a message from your future self. So please be careful. Now, your future self is also telling you build your strength. Okay, so when it comes to your body, please take care of your body. And if you can get into some kind of fitness routine, that will be amazing. You can get into something like yoga, you can get into something like, gymming, aerobics, kickboxing, whatever speaks your language. But get into that building. Because you need physical strength. See, your body has to support your life purpose, right? And if your life purpose is for collective humanity, you have to be fit. Number one, you have to be a priority. So once again, when it comes to your health, if little things come up here and there, don't ignore them. See an expert, either a doctor or, an Ayurveda Acharya. Because get things right. Yeah? Please get things right. And especially around food, have a routine, please. Now, one thing that you have to know, in the upcoming future, you're going to be somebody who's respected. And you are going to be somebody who's respected for their wisdom. Yeah? And then when a person is wise, they always have grace. They always have forgiveness. They always give people a chance. Even at a time when nobody will give them a chance. Yeah? So please make sure you remember that. I feel like you're going to be somebody that people really, really respect. Now, pile 2, your future self is here to tell you that even though you suffer from negative karma, the karma may be that you've done and you don't even realize that you've done. You always have the capacity to change things. Yeah, asking for forgiveness every single day from God before going back to sleep. Do that every single day. Yeah, and if you can, probably donate something, donate food, help the poor, whichever way you can. But you can resolve the karma that we've created. That's something your future self is here to tell you. Go into a sincere prayer. And before you go to sleep, just be like, God, there may be karma that I've done today that I realize or I don't realize. Please forgive me for it. And if you've not done something right by somebody else, please put it in their heart to forgive me as well. And in the end, it's God who can forgive us for any of our karmas. Yeah. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that success is going to be finding you. Yeah. But remember this, your future self is also here to tell you that you will get success by doing something that you love. By something that you truly, truly love. Yeah, and there's no better goal than love in your life. Yeah, do what you love. It's like very, very simple for you guys, okay? Now, when it comes to your love life, you have to make an effort. Yeah, whether it is finding love, you have to put an effort into it. Or if you find that person, make an effort towards that person. Don't be like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and not do anything. Yeah, because efforts are always important, no matter what relationship it is. So when you find that love, hold on to it and make an effort towards it. Your future self is also here to tell you that, you're always going to be different. You're going to be a visionary. You probably see things that others don't. You see potential in something that others don't. And you have a vision of the world that others don't. And it is always going to be this way. So please don't try to convince somebody of your ideas. They will never see it. Yeah? You are the visionary, and visionaries are very, very few. And it is the visionaries who change the world. And that is going to be you in the future. Please remember this. And I'm also going to be shuffling on camera to see a couple of more extra messages from your future self. Happiness is found with your purpose. So once again, always remember this. Try and find a purpose for your life. Yeah? And when you find that purpose, when you find something you love, commit to it with everything that you've got. Because there you will find happiness. There you will find peace of mind. And that is where your ultimate happiness will lie. And that is how you will serve the world. Yeah? So find your purpose in life. Your intention and heart deserve to be known. So once again, when it comes to your relationships, always make sure that whatever intentions you have towards somebody, you let them know. That you speak it out loud. You may have the greatest amount of love in your heart for somebody, but if they don't know, they don't know. That is how it is. So please make sure whatever your intentions are, whatever your heart is, you make it known. Yeah, that's very, very important. And always remain true to your intention. So once again, you have to be honest. If you have an intention about something towards somebody, be honest about it and own it. Whatever you stand for, own it. Don't feel like you have to compromise your ideals for another person as well. That's something your future self is here to tell you. You can be yourself, you can be a visionary, you can be different. You can be anything you want. But when you're talking to somebody and when you're having a conversation, listen. Listen with care. And when you talk, make sure anything that comes out of your mouth is coated with kindness. That it is kind to the other person. One thing I'll tell you this, if you're going to be serving the world, kindness has to be your basic thing. Grace has to be your basic thing. Care has to be your basic thing. You're supposed to be somebody who's caring. Yeah? That is always very, very important. And also, I'm going to be giving you your tea leaf cards to see what extra messages your future self has for you. Opportunities are waiting for you. So once again, step outside your door. There are a lot of new opportunities waiting for you. So if there is somebody right now who's in some kind of career and you feel like, I'm not happy here, step outside. There are opportunities waiting for you. If you're doing something that you're not happy with, step outside. Yeah? It's all about moving. You will be shown the way. And you'll always have somebody to guide you. And I feel like this is on a spiritual level more than anything. Even though you may end up in places that you don't know, you'll find people. God will place those people in your life. Every person that you meet, especially the people that you're going to be meeting very soon, the community that loves you, they are going to be your people. They will always show you the way. And you're going to be having a secret admirer, okay? You're definitely finding somebody who really admires you. Hard work ahead, of course. You cannot let go of the hard work. See, when a person is a visionary, when somebody creates something that is unique, it requires hard work. Yeah? Hard work, smart work, whichever way you put it. But put yourself to work into something that you love. And then put your heart and soul into it. A dealings or relationship with a woman. So once again, this woman is going to be holding a very important position in your life. Can be a mentor, can be a parent. Yeah? But an older woman at that. I'll take a couple of more. Good luck. Okay. Now when it comes to good luck, I believe we had the card of karma as well, right? And once again, the Saturn element. So remember, any karma that you create, negative especially, you can change it by something good that you do. And once again, I'll tell you this, if you listen to somebody who nobody has to listen to them, you will benefit from that too. Be kind to people. New opportunities, yes, lot of new opportunities waiting for you in the upcoming time. And when you find these opportunities opening up, accept them. Yeah? Don't just do something that you're comfortable with. Compliments from an admirer. Okay, now you don't just have one admirer, you have multiple. Okay. Now once again, secret admirer, compliments from an admirer. And seek out information that will help you. Your future self is also here to tell you that if you feel like you don't have all the answers, it's okay. Ask for help, that help will come to you. You don't have to know everything. You just have to know what is best for you and what makes you happy. And the rest, you can just work it out. These are the messages that are coming to you from your future self. And as always, as I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, then these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. Let's take a look at what those messages are. Now, for you, pile 3, when it comes to your love life, when it comes to your family life, when it comes to matters of the heart basically, you need to consider your foundations. You have to ask yourself how committed I am to the idea of love. How committed am I to the idea of family? Just asking yourself these questions will give you a lot of answers that you need. Because remember this, you need to be committed to your family, especially committed to having a life that you love. Once that commitment is there 100%, you will find everything that you need. Yeah, the foundation question is, how committed am I? Yeah, that's the thing for you. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that when you love, make sure that love is unconditional. Because if any time in the future you're giving love with the expectation that if I give this, I'm going to be getting this love in return, you may be disappointed sometimes. Yeah, and sometimes, when we give love to somebody and they don't appreciate it, it happens and it makes us feel really bad. But remember, no amount of love that you give away is ever wasted. It will always find you, because that is a rule. First of all, it is a rule of karma that anything you give away unconditionally will come back to you as a reward. Maybe from somebody else and not the person you expected it back from, but you will get it back. That's something you know, which is why you need to make sure your matters of heart, your giving love is always unconditional. When you give it conditionally, what you get back, not only now, in the future also, will be conditional. Yeah, so make sure you remember that. And please know this, Pal 3. There's something that you need to remember. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Because sometimes your future self is here to tell you that you may get involved in dramas that have nothing to do at all. Maybe it is a drama that somebody else creates, or there's a mess happening in somebody's life and you are just unnecessarily dragged into it. Separate yourself from it. Just remain neutral. Just watch it, see how people behave, see how things happen, and just disconnect from these things. Yeah? Your job is like of that seahorse, a witness. Sometimes you just have to be a witness. You don't have to be involved in anything and everything. Yeah? Now, your future self is also here to tell you that please make sure whatever it is that you do, with regards to your work, with regards to your family, with regards to your spiritual matters, whatever it is, make sure that all parts of you are in alignment. Your will is in alignment, your wisdom is in alignment, and your mind is in alignment. So when every part of you says that I want to do this, I know this is right for me, go in that direction. Yeah? You will always know whether a certain thing is right for you or not when everything is in harmony. Yeah? And if you have a doubt about something, remember, doubt means don't. Yeah? Now, your future self is also here to tell you that you are entering a cycle of change. With the way things used to be and the way things are going to be very, very different. And this is going to be starting from within you. This is not everything happening outside you. Because you change your internal landscape, everything else changes. See, in the end, all the experiences that come our way are a mirror to our soul. When you look at somebody and you're like, I hate this about this person, you will somewhere find that quality within you too. Yeah? So always, instead of pointing fingers at somebody, always point it at yourself first so that you can get better as a human being. And when you get better, your external circumstances will automatically change. Even if right now you're in a position where things are not really good, it'll change as well. Change your internal landscape. That is what your future self is here to tell you. And by changing your internal landscape, you will have evolved as a spiritual being. See, remember this, only a being who gives unconditional love is capable of reaching the highest level of spirituality. See, when we think about saints, when we think about ascended masters, we always think about them as source of love, unconditional love, right? And that is exactly what you're being taken towards. When it comes to these higher dimensional beings, they're always on the same page with everything. First of all, they're not involved in drama, and that is the person you're being taken towards becoming, godlike. Somebody created in the image of God. Yeah, that is where you're heading at when it comes to your future self. But your future self is also here to tell you, please don't overthink. Don't think about something to that extent that it begins to take away your peace. Yeah? Stop being an overthinker at that. You can think normally, of course, we all do. Overthinking needs to go out of your life. It'll all work out. Just be at peace and don't get involved in other people's drama unnecessarily. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that if you can, get occasional massages. Especially, pressing energy points in your body will help you a great deal. If you can learn acupressure or acupuncture on your own, that will be great. And honestly, there are great books available that teach you about massage therapies and about acupressure, acupuncture. If you just Google search, acupressure points, you'll get a list of all the points depending on your ailments. And please make sure you put that to use, because your body will benefit tremendously, your energy will tremendously benefit, and the circulation of blood and energy will flow beautifully. Because that is something you need when it comes to your life. Otherwise, you'll sort of suffer from stiffness in certain areas of your body. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that please make knowledge a priority for you. Please make learning a priority for you, and please make education a priority for you. Yeah? Don't be like, okay, I've learned so much, that is enough for me. It's not enough for you. You need to get more knowledge. Yeah? So please make that knowledge and learning a priority. If you have to go back to university for it, please go back. If you want to get into higher learning, please do that, because that is your way forward. Now, your future self is also here to tell you that be open to experiences that are something that you've never experienced before. Don't be okay with the comfortable. Sometimes in the upcoming time, your future self is telling you life will surprise you. Something unexpected will happen, but those will be good surprises. You'll meet people and you'll be like, these are just the right kind of people, but they will be a surprise, something that you did not plan in your life. And remember, when that happens, it is going to be God's plan. So no matter what you're planning for your life today, something will happen that you'll be like, wow, this is clearly the hand of God. That is what your future self is here to tell you. And sometimes your future self is telling you, you'll find yourself to be alone in this journey. You'll also feel lonely sometimes. But remember, you're never truly lonely. When you were born, you were created with a guardian angel, and you were created with a spirit guide, whose sole purpose was to accompany you throughout this life. They are the ones who are always with you. So even in your loneliness, you will never be alone. That is a promise that God is telling you, and your future self is here to tell you. Now, you're also being told that the relationship in your life, especially the romantic relationship, is a past life relationship. You have known each other before. Yeah? Now, this could work out in two ways, okay? This could actually be a past life relationship or somebody you've known already in your past. Yeah? And the bond that you share is going to feel like, very, very comfortable. And this is your person. This is always going to be a person. Yeah? And yes, your job, pile 3, your future self is here to tell you, is that of serving humanity. And serving humanity with humility. Yeah? Not being like, oh, I'm doing this for you, and telling a person 100 times that I did this for you. No. When you do something for somebody, do it, and do it as if you've done it for God. When you give somebody love, give it as if you're giving it to God. And then when you receive it, you will receive it from God. Because remember, a Messiah is almost like an angel. Somebody who's created with a God-like capacity. And that is you. That is what your future self is here to tell you. Yeah? I'm going to shuffle on camera. Keep going, keep growing, be unstoppable. See, don't let anything stop you. Keep growing, keep learning, keep evolving. And don't be afraid of change. That's what your future self is here to tell you. Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. As long as you're honest. As long as you're an honest person and you're true to yourself, you will get what you want. Everlasting success, that too. Where people will take notice of that success. And remember, do not fear or doubt the new path ahead. So when you're entering a new territory, when you're doing something different, don't have fear and don't have doubt. Yeah, you're safe. That is something that you need to know. And play, laugh, and find joy. So don't be serious all the time. Okay, overthinking, as we checked out already. So don't overthink. Be happy. Lighten up a little bit. You guys are probably too serious. Yeah, I'll give you a couple of tea leaf cards. Okay, wow. A dealings relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair is going to be important in your future. Yeah, this man will have a very important place to play. A guaranteed success, so you will find success. Once again, this is like a repeated message. Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. So remain honest and true, and you are guaranteed success. Success, oh my god, assured with good plans and hard work. So once again, success is assured to you. That is what your future self is here to tell you. Why are you worried? There's nothing for you to worry about. You're already taken care of by the divine. You're like a child of God. Dealings or relationship with a younger woman is going to be important. And this younger woman, I feel like, will be a part of your life for a long time. Vacation, once again, don't overthink. And when you feel like life is getting a little bit too much, go on that vacation, because vacations are important too. You are on the road to success. Remember, the road to success for you may not always have been easy. Yeah, it's like a zigzag road, the way mountain road always is. But the view from the top of the mountain is always the most beautiful view in the world. Yeah. Pay attention to your finances. Okay, now please, if you are prone to overspending, curb that, please pay attention to your finances. And spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. So as I was really picking up from there, once again, God is creating you in the image of Him. He's giving you development spiritually, and He's taking you on the process of enlightenment. And last one, period of prosperity and abundance. So I feel like over the next 5 years, you will enter a period that is very abundant, very prosperous. But because the period is prosperous and abundant, you're likely to overspend, and then you need to take care of it. Of course, enjoy the money that you've received. Spend it in things that you love and you care about. Spend it on people that you care about. Spend on charity. But of course, treat it with respect. Treat money with respect, because obviously you'll be earning it through your hard work. Yeah. But overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from your future self. And as I wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye.